Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So, I'm going to be doing another video about my singing voice on testosterone. So, I'm almost 5 years on testosterone. I began testosterone in February of 2017. So yeah, so I was 24 years old when I started testosterone. So, like what I really learned from taking tea is my bridge moved slightly downward. So I found that I can't sing a C5 as easily as I used to. Like I found even an A4 is pretty high for me now. So, but the plus side of it is I could sing the lower notes down to a C3 comfortably. So I think I am in the tenor range. And I have to sing tenor songs now. But, before I began testosterone, I used to be able to sing up to an F5. But my F5 wasn't as nice as the C5. So, yeah, my C5 was really nice. Like, when I sang the Ace of Science video, I loved how I used to hit the C5 beautifully. Before I watched, before I watched, like, YouTube channels of vocal coaches, I had no singing technique. I used to try to mimic the celebrities singing, and I found that my high notes were not as strong as they were after I started learning some vocal techniques. I've watched YouTube channels like Ray Henry, and right now I'm watching like Matt Ramsey, who's a vocal coach. He really is good at explaining the vocal warm-ups, and I find it really helps when we do them. So I liked where you hum the 5 note scale. So I learned that. So I went and then I would go etc. and stuff like that. And I learned the triplet, like the octave and a half scale. I just learned that recently, because because Matt Ramsey has taught that. So I do like Matt Ramsey, and those of you guys who are singers, I recommend that you watch his channel. I will leave I will leave the link to one of his videos in the description below about the 8 types of singing voices. So, yeah, so after I watched one of his videos, it confirms, yep, I'm definitely a tenor, but I think I'm a higher tenor. I'd like to be a baritone, but I don't know if that's realistic, I might go down to a lower tenor, like, who knows? Because, as a trans guy, we have smaller larynx than a cisgender guy. So the lowest that we could probably drop down to is a tenor. Like some of the trans guys that I've listened to, their voices drop down to about a tenor range. I've never heard of a trans guy that has like a bass voice or even a baritone voice. I've never heard of that yet. So if you're a trans guy and you can sing baritone, that's great. But it would be hard for us to achieve a bass voice like Johnny Cash. But, like I learned so much about why so many of us are so used to listening to tenors. So yeah, what's interesting is that the pop industry loves tenors. They don't really like baritones. They don't really like basses, which I'm so freaking annoyed of. You know, would be nice if there was a baritone in pop, but nope. We want tenors. We want guys that can sing high, like up to like a C5, and that's just how it is. And I don't want you baritones out there to feel bad just because you can't hit tenor notes as easily, or basses, because there's songs for you guys to sing out there. But you know, if you want to be a pop star, you better be a tenor. That's what the pop industry says. We want tenors. We don't want baritones, and that kind of pisses me off. And yeah. It was pretty strange when I discovered I could hit the low notes in the third octave. It was like strange having to. I couldn't sing in the alto range anymore, and that was weird for me because I was used to singing up there, so I had to adjust. I had to sing Backstreet Boys songs or Justin Bieber songs, not Avril Lavigne songs anymore. My favorite Vietnamese pop singer is Minh Tuyek, and I find her songs to be too high for me to sing now. So for you guys who are singers and about to start T, just take it slowly. Don't rush through the hormone therapy, because that might affect the quality of your voice. So just take it slowly. That's what I'd rather do. But I hope in another 3 years I'll be able to obtain a lower tenor range and extend down to a G2. And listening to myself sing pre-T versus singing like post-T now, I notice my voice is a bit deeper and it's a bit thicker. I find that I tend to strain when I hit like a B4 to a C5, and my D5 sounds pretty bad. The notes that are out of my range now are E5 and F5, and I think a G5, so I can't hit those anymore. So yeah. So if you're a trans guy, you've been on T for a year or more, so just tell me in the comments if you're a tenor, if you're a baritone, if you're a bass. So I'm not a vocal coach, so don't ask me questions about vocal technique, because I'm not qualified to teach vocal. I'm just learning myself. I know piano, so I know more about piano than vocals. So I'll see you guys in my future videos. Bye.